Hi teacher, we are presenting our project and our team is conformed by Leslie Montserrat, Alvarez Sánchez, Tapia Montoya Isaac, and me. My name is Luis Alberto Cervantes bocanegra. And our project is aimed at all students and teachers who study our career of electronic engineering for the realization of printed circuits in which a previous analysis was made that it is a job that requires time and its turn can be hazardous to health. Sorry. Uh, since the products of which the materials are composed to perform this work expel chemicals that are harmful and also cause injury by their reactions to skin contact. Similarly, for the development process, to be performed correctly, we must apply a movement to the container where we are doing it, which is why thinking about this, we decided to implement a plate developer that performs these tasks, and this task we made automatically without the need to apply force to the movements of the container where the plate to be developed located. The project we want to carry out will consist of implementing a phenolic plate developer driven by motors that perform an undulatory movement of the ferric chloride with the printed circuit board uh, submerged in it. With this develop, we went to optimize the developing time and that the person in charge of doing it can take advantage in our activities, solve or prevent problems during this process.
Our objectives are to take as an innovative tool the resource presented here, thinking about the time and risks involved in performing this task. A developer plan is implemented which will perform the movement under a certain time that will be provided for a good development on a PCB plan. Reduction of the time in the delivery of the project, reduction of a health risks for those who use ferric chloride since the gases it emanates are harmful, and reduction of damage to the structures that handle this developing technique within the facilities, and reuse of the seminal products ferric chloride until its useful life to avoiding its excessive and unnecessary use, which as we now damage the environment. Developing a phenolic plan of a printed circuit can be a task that can take for 5 to 10 minutes depending on the quality of the ferric chloride and the size of the plant and the movements of the person who is developing it. That is why we can implement as automatic developer drive by motors, which will be moving in a pendulum while the plant submerged in the ferric chloride. This will save us that a person is performing the activity and the time used to develop the plant will be used to perform other necessary activities during the process of your work or projects. All this by signs checking the plan and verifying that the Cooper is completed. Wait.
A study estimates that around 40% of young people in Mexico are pursuing a university degree. According to the National Chamber of Electronics, telecommunication, and information technology industry. And they also state to 41,000 engineers graduate every year in the country. Taking into account these figures, we can assume that a certain percentage of engineering students perform circuit design. They are generally made to develop projects that are on request. They stay in the institution with to be used correctly, but must be correct of the disclosure of this, which is done by printing the circuit design on a printed circuit board, better known as PCB. Once you have the design impregnated on the place, this must be immersed chemical substance, ferric chloride. This substance is stayed reacts with metals, chloride, sodium, potassium, alkalines, which is why it is to use remove the metal that has the PCB play to obtain satisfactory results when performing this task. Must maintain a constant circular motion because if no performance substance will remove the copper covered by a plastic film. Therefore, the printing will not be performed correctly. The solution we propose to see that this task time consuming as well health risk, since the chemical substance is contact with the skin, being corrosive, can cause redness, irritation, pain, and reserved burns. Similarly, when inhaled and received on the mucous membranes and upper respiratory, the symptoms may be burning sensations, cold, lightings, difficulty breathing, voltage, and nausea and vomiting. We designate an innovative device and inhibits the above this in intended for a responsible and professional use.